feel it. Rage. Money. Ruthless body. Diamond bones. Wanna be it. Wanna feel it.
Got the
power,
gift. Always
riches,
remember.
falls, money,
Ain't first,
driven, major,
last.
fraud, breathless, body, diamond, bones, wanna be it. Breathless, body, diamond, bones, wanna be it.
Hi. There is a good chance that things won't work. Reason being, we lost power the other day. With a random, like, little quick storm. It was just for a second. And everything restarted, but I think I have everything fixed. Maybe. I'm not making any promises because I kind of forgot that everything turned off until right before stream. But anyways, Mystic, congrats on getting first Illuminous, and Illuminous, congrats on getting second Echo. Liz, hi, hello, how are you? Let me scroll back. Okay, so Illuminous is under a truck. Mystic has no power or internet. Liz has no internet. Liz said I had to turn down stream quality just to even load in. It says, okay, yes, bye now. Gotta save my power data. Yes, you go. Liz said they started maintenance last night and have had some issues from it. Oh no, someone fucked up. Oh no. That sucks. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. That sucks. I'm sorry. I laugh because my husband's a network engineer, and like, so I understand like what happens when like somebody like really fucks up the internet. I'm thirsty. I forgot to pee before stream, I think. I don't remember. It is what it is. It is what it is. But hi, hello, how are you? This is not, it's fine. I laughed too. Okay, good. Also, okay, so I told y'all on Monday that I took my nails off. These are my new nails. They're like Curve Life like press-ons. Those are my new nails. I did them earlier. Who says I need to do all this stuff to my truck now before I leave for the foreseeable yeah, you do. Cute. Thank you. I figured this would be like a really easy way for me to like save some money for Hubs. Not for me, because I spend his money. Like, let's be very real. When I go to get my nails done, I use the debit card that I have for his bank account. It's not my money. It's his money. Like, why not save him a little bit of money, like, going into, like, the holidays and whatnot, especially considering I want a new PC. This says, poor husband had to dig a 6-foot-long trench a foot deep across the yard yesterday and replace multiple pipes. Oh, no. Oh, no. I know how bad that is. This says, love them. I always do press-ons. Yeah. Hi, Loop. How are you? You know I've had issues with like press-ons, but also I've been like using like the really thin like nail glue, and I use the Curve Life semi-solid nail glue. Y'all, thanks for eating your daily tater tots. Third is still available. I use the Curve Life semi-solid glue, and we'll see how it is. Like, so far, they're pretty sturdy. Like, I've smacked my hands into a lot of stuff. Luminous is like, I'm taking third too. No, it's not. Okay, Luminous. And so far, it's good. Like, I've smacked my hands into some stuff, and like, they haven't even hurt. They have not even hurt. I am shocked. These nails are like, so they're thick, like an actual like acrylic nail. Like, clearly they're like whatever, like plasticky, like whatever this is. I don't care. They feel nice. They look nice. The thing is like, also like, so one of the problems that I have with like press-ons is I have clubbed thumbs. Like, hold on. My thumb barely comes up to like my first knuckle. So really short thumbs, and so I also have like really short like thumbnail beds, which means that press-on nails are always much longer on my thumbs than the rest of my fingers, and it makes it really difficult to type. So, but I will say, as far as like typing on my new keyboard, works great. Typing on my phone, we're working through it. We're working through it. So. Luminous? No, it's not. No, what's not? This isn't. I felt so bad. I can't help with that shit because my knee and back. So the poor man was on his own. Yeah. And I said, tell him, call me next time. I'm brown enough that trenches are second nature. I'll be drinking beer though. That's fine. My husband would probably also be drinking beer. Liz says, I wash my hands a fuck ton throughout the day, so I needed glue that would hold on. And I found this semi-solid glue from Amazon. It's the best glue I've ever used. So Curve Life has a semi-solid glue, and that's what I used. I used their glue. which does not come with the press-on nails. So you have to buy the semi-solid glue separately. But yes, so far the semi-solid glue works great. Works wonders. I might have some like skill to learn as far as like application, but I think I did a pretty good job. First time using it. It says, I've been told I have dream nail beds by a gay man, so I think that's good. Yes, actually it is. But like a lot of that comes down to genetics. So you have good genetics. Liz says, Baha, that would have been lovely. He did a great job. Yeah, so my husband has like done literally damn near everything in the house. To the point of, let's see, my hair is bothering me. It looks nice today. I washed it. Oh, I smacked the shit on my mic. But it's touching me, and I don't like that. So that should tell you guys enough. But yeah, like my husband's done like nearly everything he could do, except for like obviously like the septic tank riser, or like actually like boring the internet line. But if anything else at the house has needed to be done, he's done it himself. Oh, also besides the AC system, because it's brand new and it's under warranty, and I won't let him touch it. Because the last thing I need is for them to tell me like, oh, your husband touched it, so it's not under warranty anymore. Yep, no. It says my nails are also hard as hell. It sucks sometimes. I've given up for the day. I broke a bone. Oh no. Oh no. Zilfer says, don't mean to join and bring up politics, but where do you stand on the issue of pineapple on pizza? Okay, Zilfer, we're going to start with the fact of like, I am quite unusual. And I do not like pineapple. I do not like chocolate covered fruit. I do very much enjoy chocolate covered pineapple. So there's that. I personally don't like pineapple on pizza. My husband does, and so does my child. So they get their pineapple pizza. I get my mushroom pizza, and we call it a day. I don't hate on anybody who does like pineapple on pizza, but it's not for me. But I don't like pineapple. I'm really sensitive to the acidity in pineapple, so there's that. Luna says, ACs is easy. It's always the capacitor. Okay, yeah, it's always the capacitor or the fan. And if it's like, and literally, I was in somebody else's stream yesterday, because I actually do know a lot about ACs and plumbing and electrical myself. Well, okay, I know a very little bit about electrical, but I know a good bit about plumbing and ACs. So I told somebody who said that their AC wasn't working. I was like, okay, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go outside to your outdoor unit, and there's gonna be some like lines running from like the outdoor unit to your home with like some like black foam around the piping. Is there ice on the foam? If not, pull the foam away. Is there an excess ice on like the pipe itself? If there is, you might have a refrigerant leak. Then, if that's not the problem, go inside to your indoor unit. It's either going to be in your attic, your crawl space, or utility closet. You're going to find it there. There's going to be a drain pan underneath it. Look in that drain pan. If it's full of water, you have a clogged drain line. Vacuum out the water. The float will come down. It'll start running again. Still let them come in and get the clog out. It's usually you can put an air compressor in like the tube and just like blow that sucker out, and then get algae tabs to put in there. That's how you fix that. Zelifer says, respect your bold stance on such a divisive issue. Thank you. I feel like because I've had to explain the fact that I don't like pineapple and I don't like chocolate covered fruit, but I very much like chocolate covered pineapple, that I have been well trained on the issue, and I feel like I am a good person to have that kind of debate with. Hi, Pizza Cat. Hi, how are you? But yeah, so like I don't mind if other people like, even like now, like we don't eat pizza a lot, so when we do, the place near us like sells like massive pizzas. So like my husband will order his half of the pizza with like, he actually eats pepperoni and pineapple instead of ham and pineapple. Don't knock it till you try it. Everybody that I've convinced to try it, even though I don't like it, has enjoyed it. And then we'll just get my half with like extra cheese and mushrooms. And if there's a little bit of pineapple on mine, I don't complain. Just pick it off and hand it to my kid. Limit says, psh, you just hit the old finger on the PVC pole and it comes out. Well, okay, so sometimes. It depends on how big of a clog it is, but sometimes. This says, I want you to know I judge you for the fruit take. I know. And that's so funny because, like, for Valentine's Day, like, here locally, I'll make a bunch of people some, like, chocolate-covered strawberries with, like, a cheesecake filling in it. I don't eat them. I don't want them. I want nothing to do with them. Pizza Cat says, I am finished with work for the week. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's exciting. Love that. My poor husband is slammed with work for the week. So he had darts last night, so darts started back up. First thing this morning, there's issues. Also, we did get to see one meteor last night from the meteor shower. So he has not gone into the office this week. He probably won't go tomorrow till after he gets off of work. Until he gets off of work before he has to like drive into work and like do more work, and it's gonna be the same thing. So tomorrow night is girls' night with me and Potato. If my mother-in-law, which I think she will because she's been gone for a wedding, I'm pretty sure she's coming tomorrow. If she comes tomorrow, I will try to stream during the day while she's here. So it'll be like a mid-morning daytime-ish stream, assuming I can drag my ass out of bed and get ready on time. We'll see. We will see. But also, so we're doing girls' night tomorrow night. So I will be probably at my PC, probably playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, probably hanging out in chats. And then, let's see, Saturday he'll be working all day, and hopefully not as much work on Sunday, and hopefully not as much work on Saturday. He does have somebody helping him this time, where he had to do like the entire project by himself last week. So that sucked. But yeah, so fingers crossed that he has a better week. And then he'll have next weekend off. He'll do another project the weekend after that, and then hopefully have the weekend after that off. And that's gonna be, that second weekend off is Labor Day weekend, and it's also the weekend right before his birthday, you guys. So like, I am on the crunch. And here's what I'm gonna do. I am not going to order him the Xbox yet, because I'm buying him the Xbox regardless if I have the money now or not. It's going on a credit card. It'll be fine. I have most of the money. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, let me make sure he's not in here. Hold on. The only time I care to look at my viewer list is he's not down there. Okay. He's not watching, you guys. Thank God. But I'm not gonna order it yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print out a picture of like the regular Xbox Series X, and then I'm also going to print off the anniversary one and tell him that he needs to choose. I'm not gonna forget. Yes, I know. I need to say something about that. I already installed Lethal Company, Liz, and I also, the lagging might be me. I did just drop frames. But yeah, so I'm going to like put it like in a card of like, do you want one that I can order right now, or do you want to wait till November and get the pretty one? So, but what Liz is talking about on next Tuesday, stream is going to look a little different. Liz is going to be a team captain, and I am on her team along with KT and Command Diver. I'm going to shout out all of those people real quick. Oh, actually, let me do it from this chat so that way it doesn't also post it in. So shout out the Misty KT. And then shout out Command Diver. All right. So we're going to be on a team together against Riggs. And Riggs' team has like Jay Swizzle, Coco Krebbles, and who else is on Riggs' team? Someone else that we know, but it's all community friends. And it's for Rig's birthday as like a celebration. She's having a week-long celebration, and on Tuesday we're doing a charity stream with her for, hold on, let me pull it up. Raising money for a World Central Kitchen in a 4v4 modded Lethal Company race. First to finish quota 5 wins. Mind you guys, I have never played Lethal Company. Do I have the game? Yes. Have I ever played it? No. I literally installed it yesterday. And so winners will get a special sticker. And then Liz, if we lose, gets pied in the face. Or Riggs, if Riggs loses, gets pied in the face. So there's that. Sunny. Oh, Sunny. Of course. I knew it was a friend. And I was like, I cannot for the life of me remember who the 4th person on her team is. Luna says, oh, it's Liz as the captain? Can't watch. Damn. But like, what if Liz gets pied in the face? Illumis, would you watch then? Would you watch then? Also, let me shout out Riggs because that was dumb. Shout out Riggs. Oh, hold on. Let me do it from the right chat so that way I don't accidentally get some like weird. Riggs rack. But so yeah, so Riggs Rec. It's for her birthday. She's doing a week-long event on Tuesday. The competition starts at 6:30, so I'll probably be live a little bit earlier than that. 6:30 my time. I'm pretty sure it's 6:30 my time. It is what it is. I will give you guys more details later. I was gonna put it in the Discord later today. But yeah. Liz says, that's true, I do, and it was my idea. Oh, it was your idea to get pied in the face? Girl. Girl, that's bold. I love it. And Liz says, I would watch for violence. Good. Oh, hi, Riggs. You're welcome. Liz says, correct. Riggs says, I was in ads. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I have my ads. Shit, that means I've been talking for 20 minutes. So I have my ads set to run for like a minute at a time every 20 minutes because I find it's a little less distracting. And I do short streams, so it's a lot easier for me to have a bunch of like shorter ads for you guys to like not miss anything versus me to run like a giant like 3-minute ad in the middle of my stream and then y'all could possibly miss a lot. This is like, we were just talking about you. Because it's like, I sensed it. I could feel my ears burning. What a coincidence. Riggs, smart. I'm considering switching to that. Switching to what? Oh, the ads. Yeah. I find it's a lot easier for me. Because I do shorter streams. So it's not like I actually get up and take a break. Like if I have to get up and pee because I forgot to pee before stream, I just get up and go pee anyways. I'm not running an ad break for that. But yeah, it didn't make sense for me to have like a giant 3-minute ad break after an hour. Because then like in those 3 minutes, especially if like I'm locked in and I'm not paying attention to chat, like I don't always see the alert come through that like ads. Also, sometimes I'm really far behind on chat, so I don't see the alert that ads are starting anyways. And I don't have any other kind of like trigger that like says like, hey, your ads are starting. I probably should, but I don't. So what ends up happening is I miss it and like I'm in like a big cutscene that I haven't paused or I can't pause because I accidentally walked into it as soon as the ad started, or I'm like in the middle of a boss fight, and so I figured 1 minute you're not missing much. Hi, thanks for the follow. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I'm doing now. But Riggs, I did install Lethal Company yesterday. I need the mod pack. I didn't see that in the Discord yet, so I'll have to go back and look for that again later. Sir Asti, I'm taking over your chat. Okay. Have fun. It's going to be real hard to catch up with my Twitch chats. Hi, Wandering Vagabond. Hi, how are you? But yeah, so I installed Lethal Company yesterday, and I still have to do the mod pack, and then I kind of started looking at everything, and I had questions, and I was just gonna like bother Liz about the questions about Tiltify. So I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying my hardest to make sure I have everything ready to go. Taiwan says doing well, raging. So the norm. Why are you raging? What are you raging in? Is it a game? Are you doing a retro achievement and it's like messing with you? Rick says, ooh, exciting. Feel free to send me a DM. I'm always ready to chat. Okay, I will. I will. Well, normally whenever I'm looking at it, like, you're live, and I'm like, I don't want to bother her right now. And then, like, you usually stay live until I'm, like, much later, like, early the next morning. So I try not to. But yeah, I figured, like, Liz is up late anyways. I'll just harass her. So, anyways, as far as that, where it says Steam Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, that's what would open up in today's raffle for subs. So if we hit 20 subs today, from the time that we hit it to the end of stream, I will run a raffle for that game from Steam that I will purchase and directly send to you, whoever the winner is. So, Liz, my internet is currently down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Liz can't really do much because her internet's down. Taiwan says, Super Metroid is kicking my ass. DMRA has one actually difficult Achievo. Been stuck on it for a bit, but the game has been a blast. Oh, yeah. Because didn't Ginger start doing those the other day where he had to do, like, pretty much like 100% of the game in, like, 3 hours? But y'all were getting started on doing those updated RAs. Sorry, says, you like fighting games? No, you're not being rude. You're not being rude. It's fine that you like fighting games. The last fighting game I played, I think, was Soul Calibur. I don't remember which number. I have it. It's for PS2. But other than that, it's like Mortal Kombat and stuff. I don't get really into like fighting games and not like PvP so much. But yeah, so I do kind of, I just don't play them often. Hi, Wheels. Hi, how are you? Does this mean you're on your way home from work? Who said outright? It's okay. I can do it Saturday while husband is at his races. Races? I just hope my internet... Yeah. I want you to have your internet back soon, too. Because you're probably on your phone and you're probably miserable. So Rossi says, I love Soul Calibur. Great. I haven't played it in so long, and I want to play more of it. I played a little bit of it back in April for my affiliate anniversary. But yeah. PS2 is probably... I think it is 4. Like, I could see, like, the 4 in, like, my brain, but I was like, but am I getting confused because we're on a Final Fantasy marathon? I don't know. But yeah. So probably 4. I don't know. It's up there on the shelf behind me somewhere. It's on that shelf. Hold on. I don't know. It's too far away for me to read, even with my glasses. We're not going to talk about how blind I am. Rossi says, it's cool. I love your vibes. Hard to do the fighting. No, you're fine. Do the fighting thing. Hang out. Chill. Do whatever. You are totally fine. You're not being rude in the slightest. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Liz says, yeah, they do summer races. I can't remember which one, but he's going to, but it's like a drift or something. Oh, he likes to watch fast cars go zoom. Oh, what was it? The old Mazda commercials, zoom, zoom, or whatever. All right, we should probably play a game, right? But yeah, so that's today's goal. You guys can get a copy from Steam of Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix for me if we unlock that and you win the raffle. And one more time for my nails that I did today. Okay. I didn't get much of anything else done today besides taking a shower and doing my hair and my makeup, so it is what it is. It is what it is. And we're still here. We're still here. KT says, at Liz, so does my almost 5-year-old. Aw, Riggs, you have the paper crane as like an emote? That's so cute. Luminous, yay nails, yay nails. One says, man, I just went back to high school with that Zoom Zoom, right? Right? Like, I remember, like, sitting on the couch, like, watching the commercials and, like, the kid turns to the side. Zoom, zoom. That's weirdly enough, my favorite fighting game is Dead or Alive, and I'm insanely good at it. Ooh, I don't think I've played a Dead or Alive game. I don't even know if I have one. I missed 30 minutes. Oh, I chatted for 30 minutes. My bad, yo. My bad. Look, you get an hour and a half of games now instead of 2 hours. My bad. This says at KT this tracks, yeah. This says mobile sucks so bad because I can't see. I know. You know, you have to actually like tap the emote and then like wait for it to like load into like a bigger thing to tell you like what the emote name is and like whose channel it's from and everything. Just like, it's so crazy. Mobile is, oh, also if you haven't already, changed it back to like original view instead of vertical view. That might help a lot better. That might help a lot better because vertical view, I feel like sometimes can be distracting in the chat if you like want to interact with like things in the chat. Sasha says, I want token to be the next big thing in FGC. I'm just so, I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, y'all, thanks for eating your day, tater tots. Didn't Token 6 come out recently? Or something about Token 6? I saw something recently about Token 6, but I don't know much about the Token games, so I don't know. It says, oh, I rarely watch the games, to be honest. I normally just vibe. Oh, well, thanks, Illuminous. I appreciate that. It says I spent an entire New Year's Eve playing it, and I beat one dude 28 times in a row. He kept saying he wouldn't give up till he beat me. I'm so good at countering, I took his mid-level punches away. Do you mean Tekken? No, there's a T-O-K-O-N. There's a T-O-K-O-N game. I think it's a Marvel game. Hold on. I know this. Token. It's Marvel. Yeah, Marvel Token Fighting Souls. So it's not 6. It's not a 6. What? Bless. I know. It's Marvel Token T-O-K-O-N Fighting Souls. It just released this year. And it's a 4v4 system. So, I mean, it's pretty much Marvel Rivals made over again, I feel like. Except 4v4. I haven't played any of it, but obviously, like, I don't play those games much. Illuminous, is it a coin per sure? Look, I realized that I have some, like, really questionable, like, I have, like, a Scratcher game on my Steam. I don't know when or how I got it, but I have a Scratcher game on my Steam, and all you do is, like, scratch things off like lottery tickets. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Okay, we're gonna turn encounters off, because I don't know. Did I just get down here? Probably. Chests contain garlic. Maybe magic? We'll fire you. We'll thunder you. We will fire you. And we will thunder you. But yeah, so like there's Marvel T-O-K-O-N Fighting Souls that came out. And I think it came out like a couple weeks ago. It's very recent. It's a very recent like game release, Liz. But yeah, like I'm not like super like up to date on like fighting games. And I know how well like Marvel Rivals did, but I also think that like I think they had to come out with something different to like gain people's attention again. Because it's just like Valorant or like Overwatch, like I feel like they run in like sessions and they all kind of do the same thing. But I don't play them. So they all kind of seem the same to me. Whereas, I'm lagging so fucking bad. That's also partly me. That is also partly me. Drop it to like the lowest quality you can. It's fine. You can watch me in 320p. It will be fine. You're not gonna miss much. I'm fighting a toad. A poison toad at that. Trickle, what's FF2? It's a grind. Oh, WFF2. It's a grind, but it's fun. Thanks. I am playing the Pixel Remaster, so I am cheating just a little. I do have the 4x EXP and 4x Guild Boost enabled. Because I did not want to be continuously grinding this. But I've been enjoying it so far. I feel like Also, I never played any of the Pixel games when I was younger, so playing them now has been very different for me. My first Final Fantasy game was 10-2, and then I played 10. That was a whole experience. That was a whole experience. Is it Jericho? Jericho says it makes the game more manageable. It does. It does. I am already annoyed with like how often I end up in encounters. So if I got in more encounters and I didn't have the boost enabled, I would be highly annoyed. Especially if I had to like continuously just like run around in encounters. No, I would not do it. Hold on. I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Contained a death idol. What is a death idol? Is it a usable item? A talisman that strikes fear in the target's heart, making them more likely to flee, has the same effect as fear. It's a usable item, probably in battle. Hi, Nissa. Hi, hello. How are you? Nissa, I think it was on your Instagram earlier, the video of you doing the photo shoot as Lady D was fantastic. As always. As always. I wish I was able to cosplay or like do more like cosplay stuff. I will say, I have a prop being made for me. Will I do the full cosplay with the prop? I'm not entirely sure, but I at least am having a prop 3D printed for me that I can paint and put together, and I'm very excited about it. And I'm not really going to tell you guys about it yet, other than that. So, because I either have to convince myself to spend an assload of money to buy the cosplay, fuck it, we ball? Fuck it. Or I have to figure out how to make it myself, which I could probably find the patterns, but it does require a bit of embroidery. And I don't know if I could do the embroidery because I don't have an embroidery style sewing machine. I just have like a regular, like really old Singer machine. Like not even like a really nice one, but like an older one. But it's held up really good. I've seriously considered like making like outfits for my kid with it, but also I haven't pulled it out in years, and I have no patterns and no fabric, and I don't even have a fabric store here anymore because it shut down. Like Joanne Fabric shut down, so there's that. And then also like I follow like Cutie Pie Sensei, and she like will like fly to New York to get fabric. I can't just like fly to New York to get fabric. First of all, that's an expensive flight for me. Second of all, I just don't have money like that. But like, that's super cool. But like, she makes some incredible cosplays. Her like Princess Jasmine cosplay that she just did, where she went to this place and then it looked like a real life Agrabah. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. She does some of the most amazing cosplays I've ever seen. She's gorgeous. Hi, Wheels. Hi, how are you? But yeah, like, I really enjoy her content too. But yeah, if I could sew more and had access to like what I needed, I think, and like part of the problem is like just time in general. Y'all, I'm a mom. I don't have time for shit. I don't have time for shit. Well, I pressed the button. It said 8-guard mask. We're going to try fire, and then thunder, and then fire, and then thunder for shits and giggles. For shits and giggles. But like I wish I had the ability to invest the time in it, because time is like the one resource that I don't have. I have to be super careful about my time. This says, OMG, I miss doing that, but I went to LA for fabric. It's way cheaper. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. I haven't been to LA since 2019, though. And it was glorious, and I miss it, and I would go back in a heartbeat. But I don't have family that lives there anymore. All my family's like further south now, because my family that lived in Venice Beach now lives here. So, but he's loving his life here. So, whatever. I also get to see him. I also get to see him more often, because it's like a 2-hour drive just to go see a cousin now, versus like completely across the country. Y'all, thank y'all so much for liking the live. I appreciate that. Let's just. Okay. It hits hard, so. So there is a mask here, but this isn't where I needed to be. So we still have to find Mysidia, because we weren't supposed to come this way, so we might have skipped a little bit of the story, but we're here. I'm assuming it's fine. Fingers crossed. But Nissa, I might need to pick your brain about a cosplay. You found the black mask in the chest. Okay. Is there gonna be a teleport thing back here? Yep. Sure, why not? Okay, so we still don't know. Or I still don't know. Hold on, I have to look it up. Where is Mysidia? FF2. Is it Mysidia?
Why are you following me?
Thank you for the follow. Because where is Mysidia at? I feel like we went there at one point. Town south of Altair. Where the fuck is Altair at again? Town south of Altair. Oh, no. Get back in there. We're gonna go around this way. Hi, is it Kiritsu? Hi, hello. I'm gonna try to pronounce your name right, and if I say it wrong, just tell me. You can let me know I'm wrong. I'm a big girl, I can handle it. Okay, what is this town? This is Altair. So it's south of here. Okay, so we're gonna just head directly south, maybe? In here somewhere? Possibly? Kairitsu. But you were very close. Thank you. I tried. I definitely tried. What is in here? Oh. This is where we need to be. Okay, I'll turn encounters back on now. This is where we're supposed to be. Kairitsu says, no worries, I've been called worse. Well, I hope I didn't call you anything bad by mistake with my poor pronunciation. Y'all, thank y'all so much for liking the live. Okay, so this is where we were supposed to go. To find Minwoo. Oh shit, I'm stoned. I meant my character has been turned to stone. I'm not stoned. That could have been misconstrued. Items. Eye drops. No. Gold needle. Of course. Ooh, I don't like these guys. Excuse me. Ooh, chest, treasure. son of a biscuit eater. Ooh. Magic Blizzard? Magic Thunder? Magic
You gonna drop some weight
Fire?
fast?
Thanks, Echo. Hi, Echo. What a way to come in to the channel. Make me do squats. I'll do the squats. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Echo. Hi, Truly Epic. Let me check the counter. How many squats have we done? Counters. We are at, ooh, go away. 1,126 squats for the year and only 50 squats for the month of August. And y'all are slacking for August. Y'all got 214 squats in July. Y'all are slacking for August. But hi, Truly Epic. Hi, how are you? What would you be weak to? Fire, maybe? I'm just gonna attack it. Okay, so Black Fawn is weak to fire. Noted. Or weak enough. Gold hairpin, don't know what that's for. Empty room, fucking hate that shit. I am so, like, that's gonna be like, y'all, when we finish this game, that's gonna be like my #1 complaint. I do not like the fact that, there were so many empty rooms. Sorry, I brain farted. And what does it take to make you do squats? 2,000 channel points on Twitch. Or a sub, or gifting subs. So, but the channel points are free. You earn channel points just by, like, watching the Twitch stream. Excuse me. But, like, you can make me do more by, like, spending money. So she says, no, you brain focused for a second. Hi, Centrifuge. Hi, how are you? Diane says, magic. We'll just do Thunder again. We'll see what happens. Y'all, thank y'all for liking the live. Yeah, I brain focused. I just like brain super focused on a thought. I don't even remember like what the pause was for anymore. So, I mean, it is what it is. Oh. But yeah, that's the thing. Once we're done with this game, like my biggest complaint is going to be the number of empty rooms that I walked into. It's just like y'all telling me that Silent Hill 2 was a locked door simulator. This is empty room simulator. 100% empty room simulator. Thank you for the 6 roses. Is it Hey and Abby? Hi, hello. Thank you for the 6 roses. That's so kind. All right, so nothing that way. Okay, hold on. Fire. Thunder. Fire. Thunder. Oh, also, y'all, guys, I've lost an extra pound. I'm down to 137 now. So I'm past the point where like I've like plateaued and like was like stuck at 138 and I'm losing weight again. Love that for me. Should have taken a nap today. I took a shower instead. I should have taken a nap and then taken a shower while Potato was just like on my bed with the iPad. But I didn't want to do that. I'm almost tempted not to run into any rooms, but like I know like the very last like part of this dungeon is going to be the room I need to walk into. No. Fire. Why is Layla so fast? Oh, well. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt that one as much. Yeah, oh, it hurt it enough. How much HP do they not have then? Oh, also, I made a mistake the other night, you guys. Tuesday night. Maybe, yeah, Tuesday night. Tuesday night. So, my husband said something to me about his work, and I told him to tell them to get fucked, and that was my bad. That was my bad. Because then Potato immediately repeated, get fucked. And I was like, nope, we're not gonna say that. You get to say get fudged. And now she won't stop saying it, get fudged. And I'm like, okay, no ma'am, we can only say that. I feel it. I feel it. Thank you for the blurb. So I told her that we can only say it to people whenever they're being really, 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 really mean to us. And then at bedtime, I wasn't letting her be silly like she wanted to be, so she told me to get fudged. So I messed up. I will admit defeat. So I'm gonna have to tell her that get fudged means something completely different. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I feel it. How are you? Feely, did you have a good weekend?
But let me go ahead and tell you. Shut your bitch ass up.
I'm sorry, Feel It. I have blurbs set to be like super tiny. I have them set to be super tiny. So I saw the really tiny little like picture that came with it. No, there was a video with it. Feel it, there was a video with that one. Also, if I was quiet, I wouldn't be entertaining you guys. And that would be no fun. I highly doubt that my gameplay is ever going to be good enough that you guys just want to watch the game. Y'all, thank y'all so much for liking the live. My gameplay is
But let me go ahead and tell you. Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh, it got bigger. Thank you, Feel It, for the blurbs. Truly epic, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. Oh, I closed TikTok down over here. Well, I didn't close it down. It's just like it's hidden. There's probably some crap it wants me to do. Let's see. Learn to make a strong first impression. It wants me to watch a video. Invite viewers to follow you during your live 3 times. If you guys are enjoying the content, please give me a follow. The AI that's like tracking this is gonna like lose its mind. Hey, and Abby, thank you so much for the heart, me. I hope I'm saying that right. Hey, and Abby. Fucking empty room. Phil says that is max size on my view, LL. You can disable. So, no. So I did on Twitch, but I did. So here's the thing. Well, we'll talk about the Gen AI training. We'll talk about that. Yeah, so that's kind of messed up that they auto-enrolled us as yes for Gen AI training, and went ahead and started scrubbing our content without giving us like prior notification that it was coming for us to watch out for it, to have it so we can disable it beforehand. That was them stealing our content and our data straight up. They stole that. Because once it's in the like generative AI learning model, you're not pulling it back out. It's there. It's there. So I have it disabled on mine. I needed to put, I wanted to put something like on like my like stream title about like AI opt-out somewhere in there, so that way like people saw like and felt comfortable like chatting. Because the one thing that I'm concerned about is like if I go into a channel that has not opted out, any chats that I put in that channel are eligible to be used for the generative AI, which is concerning. So now what you're saying is that you don't want people to chat, so you don't want people to use your site anymore. Like that's realistically how it feels, is that they don't want us to use their site anymore. And it's mind-boggling that they even thought that it was going to be okay. RCT says Pixel Remaster. Yes, it's a Pixel Remaster. So I 100% have the 4 times EXP and the 4 times skill turned on, because I'm not going to sit here and grind. I talk too much. My games take me way too long as is. I think this is like day like 10 or 12 of us like playing this game. I don't think I'm anywhere near the end. I probably should have finished it by now. But yeah, so there's that. But there are some like AI systems that are still going to be in place that they don't have an opt-out feature of. And then there's also, I'm also live on TikTok. So TikTok has AI that scans and scrubs and like monitors stuff. That's how it knows like if I'm using profanity. It's how it knows if I've talked about something that is considered adult content, even though that's not anything in the realm of like what I do. It does all kinds of stuff. Like it says, hold on. It literally says, one of my creator can't things. It says, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." It says, "Invite viewers to follow you during your live 3 times." So it is tracking what you are saying, regardless of whether you want it to or not. There's no way to opt out of that for TikTok. That is part of its program. There is no opting out of that. Have I opted out of like AI remixes? Yes. Have I opted out of like any other AI form that I can? Yes. My biggest concern with like the AI thing, the generative AI thing on Twitch, is that there are a lot of art streams and art streamers and people who make custom art. And the biggest thing so far has been, as far as like protecting like actual art from AI from being stolen and used and manipulated by generative AI. And the thing is like if you auto-enrolled all of those channels, all of their VODs, all of their clips, all of their chats in regards to art have already been scraped. You literally took the one thing that we are all as a community trying so hard to protect, and you said, "I don't care what you think, we're gonna do it this way." It is so disheartening. Phyllis says, "Cover streams, VODs, clips, chat logs, and channel images, but does not apply retroactively to data already used in training prior to exchange." Exactly. Does not apply retroactively to data already used. When did they enable us and not to, when did they start using it and decide not to tell us? How long have they been using it and didn't tell us? They haven't said, "Oh, we turned this feature on today." No. They didn't send an email. They posted something from the Twitch support Twitter page. Not even the Twitch Twitter page, the Twitch support Twitter page about it. They did the patch notes in regards to it, and that's when they opened up the user voice. Like, they did so much work to not tell us about it. That is mind-boggling. And I understand that this probably came directly from Amazon, since Amazon owns Twitch. I understand that there's probably a lot that they did not have power in, but it is still wild. And Bezos should be ashamed of like how he runs his companies. Because also, they'll tell you all day long, Twitch doesn't make money. All day long. You want to know why they're going to tell you that? Because you can't back it up. Because Twitch earnings are reported under Amazon earnings. And if you pull their earnings statements, it's not broken out. They don't break it out. They do not give it its own section. They do not break down that information for you. So you cannot go to their investor page and go pull their financial statements and their earning reports and see how much Twitch contributed to that, because Twitch's earnings roll up into Amazon and Amazon reports as a whole. And so they'll tell you all day long, well, Twitch isn't earning money. You can't prove it. You can't disprove it. There's literally no data to support it. So Amazon is acting like Twitch is its loss leader, and we don't know if that's the truth or not. Quite honestly, I think Amazon's loss leader is the free shipping. Felix says they're prototyping for the AI started back in 2024 for Twitch. Probably. And that's still gonna like upset a lot of people. Like, if that's the case, this is the downfall of streaming in general. It's the downfall of streaming. No one's gonna want to stream anymore. No one's gonna want to create content like this anymore. Felix says that's a statement from the CEO of Twitch. I think we all know how I feel about him. CPO's cheeks. Similar feelings. Similar feelings. And the thing that also kills me, so they've stated how many times that ads are not tracked and personalized to the viewer. Then how come on Twitch Mobile there's ad tracking? If they're not personalizing it to the viewer, why is the mobile app tracking your off-app data to give you personalized ads? And I'm so very serious, so I'll even pull it up. I will even pull it up. To turn off for training for generative AI, right above it's ad tracking. Right above that is ad tracking. Felix said, so AI summary of this basically is, Mint confirmed that while this data was used for prototyping, the current policy does not allow for the retroactive removal of content already ingested into Amazon's models. Consequently, any data processed between the start of the prototyping phase in 2024 and the introduction of the opt-out toggle in August 2026 remains Amazon's training set. So they've been doing it. So they automatically opted us into this in 2024. And it took them 2 years to allow us to opt out. Yeah, you can easily disable ad tracking. I've had that turned off. But the thing is like a lot of the conversation that I've had around this is that like, oh, I've said stuff like, oh, you can't tell me that they're not like scraping my chat logs of me as a viewer to give me like personalized ads. I was like, because you can't say that like, there have been times where like I've been chatting with people about doing laundry and all of a sudden I get hit with an ad break and it's a laundry detergent ad. Specifically, and I don't remember like one of the products. One of them was Downy Unstoppables and there was another one, I want to say it was a Refreshables, but I don't remember who the brand was. And it was all centered around like Stinky Gamer Girl, and I'm like, that's so incredibly offensive. But also the other day, I was literally in an ad chatting about Brita filters with somebody. The very next ad I got was a Brita filter ad. The very next ad. Felix said, oh, I disabled ad tracking. I get a lot of feminine product ads. I'm talking about while I'm sitting at my PC and the types of ads that I'm getting. It's insane. You cannot tell me, like, and I'm not saying that, like, all of my ads are, like, 100%, like, focused on me and, like, things that I've had, but it's highly suspicious. And why is ad tracking a toggleable feature on the mobile app if you're not personalizing ads to the viewer, as you claim you're not? Like, that's just, those are the things that bother me. Me having a marketing degree, me having an accounting degree, me knowing what I know about the industry, like the marketing industry in general. Like, there's no reason not to do personalized ad rolls. I used to have where it would ask you guys, okay, well, what ads did you get? Granted, none of y'all told me what ads y'all got, which is fine. But like, I know that different people get different ads and it's personalized. And to sit there and say like, oh, it's not personalized to the viewer, it's based on like discussion in the channel. There's no way. There's no way. I've gotten Mazda ads after talking about having to want like a Mazda CX-50 in chats. In chats. Like, I don't know. I am not too keen to believe them anymore. This says, look, I don't know how they did it years ago, but imagine in my swingers club I went to in California, no electronics, discussing over 150 feet away from our phones. We were naked. Someone mentioned they did clown OF, and the next morning I didn't search them up or anything. Facebook recommended clown OF pages. That's wild. Feel it. I think that says something about you. No, I'm just kidding. But that's wild. But also I do know how that's done. I actually have an answer for that. Yeah, no, I actually know exactly how that's done. Would you like to know the answer to that? I know roughly. Yeah, so pretty much electronic devices, whenever they scan a network, they will also scan other devices on that network and pick up like small bits of like metadata. And from that, you will start seeing ads for things that people that you were in close proximity to would typically search for. So like if your phone was next to that person's phone and they frequently search for that stuff, because of the close proximity from your phone to theirs, it would start sending you things that they thought that you were into because the person that you were in close proximity to was into. And that's how that offline tracking works, and as far as like device-to-device communication. Wills is over here just like rolling. Felix says, yeah, metadata from towers that others were connected to at the same time. Not even that. It will literally track your geolocation from device to device. From device to device. So because me and my husband are on the same like network within our home, a lot of times I'll see stuff that is more geared towards him because we're in the same place at the same time, all of the time. And he'll start to see a lot of like, so like there's been times where he's been given ads of like things that I would be interested in. And a little bit, thank goodness for that, because I've gotten some really good gifts from him that way. But like also, is there a copy of me down that hallway? But also, like, I'll see some really, like, crazy stuff, and I'm like, that's gotta be what my husband's into. Whatever. I get a lot of car stuff. A lot of car stuff. So I can tell whenever he's been looking at car stuff, because I'll start getting more, like, car-related TikToks. Will says, that's what I do. I just roll in and fart. Yes, and fart. Oh, I just got that. You just roll in because you're in a wheelchair. I'm an idiot. Liz is like, I don't walk into a room. I roll up in this bitch. I'm sorry. Out of our way. Out of our way. Out of our way. Out of our way. Oh. So, I have to do something? Felix says, oh, I know that. The guy that did a testing of it with the fully powered off phone and a phone in airplane mode did a good trip around, I think, DC or NYC, turned off airplane mode and turned on the phone. Both started sending his entire trip out for Google for tracking. Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. That's kind of why, like, I try not to, like, get too focused around, like, some data, but, like, it's one thing if you're, like, trying to do personalized ads for me. But to scrape all of my content without my consent, and honestly, like, this is the day and age of, like, consent. Like, I'm gonna say it this way. An intoxicated woman cannot consent to intercourse. And I think Carter Hart has learned that the hard way, considering they just reinstated his suspension. But that's the thing, like, there's a level of consent that is required. nowhere in their terms did it say that like we were giving like full authorization for Gen AI prior to them turning on the feature. It wasn't in the terms of service before. So I can't go that way. I'm gonna turn encounters off for a minute. How am I supposed to get over there then? Let me guess, empty room? Yeah, empty room. It says when you can't get GPS signal or internet, but they can locate your phone based off of where you're based, yeah. Well, and so part of that is due to the emergency call system. So, and that's something that's been brought up recently in the Lindsay Clancy case. So if y'all don't know, there's a woman, she is accused of strangling her 3 children and then attempting to take her own life before jumping out of a window, blah, blah, blah. That happened in 2023? Either in 2023 or 2024. I want to say it was like 2023, early 2024, when like all of the stuff from the Kirkwood case was going on. She's actively like on trial now. Anyways, one of the things that is an inconsistency in the case is that her husband stated that it took him 6 minutes to dial 911 because he was a hard time placing the call. That is known to be factually incorrect because even in an area where you have no cellular service, if your phone is powered on and you dial 911 and press call, it overrides all cellular networks and goes directly to 911. And that is how they use geolocation data from cell towers to find you in case you don't know where you are or if you're unable to speak to them. So that's just unfortunately misuse of geolocation data collected by cell towers. So that's what that is. Felix says your consent is hitting agree to terms of service without reading or comparing to previous. But it's been a while since they even updated the terms of service. Because you have to agree every time they update, and they haven't updated them in a while, and it wasn't in the last one. If it was, I missed it. But I will say I am able to be wrong myself. But I don't recall it being in there, and I do read the terms of service. I specifically reread terms of service again whenever Liz got temporarily banned. I reread the terms of service whenever my channel got mass reported for a butt emote. I reread the terms of service as far as like I also read community guidelines over and over and over again because technically I had a gasm emote that should have been allowed, but they denied it anyways, and they would not let me appeal it. This says not always. There can be updates, and by downloading and continue to use it, you are consenting to it. But you don't download a web page. And there's specific terms of service as far as streaming. So if this is specific to your channel, so there's terms of service in regards to your channel. And anytime that changes, if you're a streamer, you have to consent to it. So, if it's about my channel, if the generative AI is about my channel, my videos, my VODs, my clips, my live streams, my chat logs, all of that, specific to my channel, that should have been in that terms of service. Field says not always, there can be updates. Downloading, yeah. Beer me food here. Okay, get your food. Hi, Fallen. I have to burp now. Excuse me. I did it right. I said excuse me this time. I said thank you. I think the reason why I said thank you after I burped last time is because I'm so used to like my child burping and then me saying excuse me, or her saying excuse me and then me saying thank you. Hi Tiz, hi, hello, how are you? But yeah, regardless, there's a lot that can be debated about like the generative AI for training crap that they did. They were wrong. They know they were wrong. They're digging themselves into a bigger hole. Nobody's happy with them. It is what it is. Hi, Toots. I hope you're doing well. So if anybody's here, take my big old biddies. I will. Thank you. I will. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. So if anybody's here on my channel, I have opted out of training for Gen AI. You can feel safe that anything that you chat here from this point forward will not be used in generative AI. I'm about to disable encounters again, just so I can get through here. Oh, you're out of MP. I wonder if I could just like brute force my way through it. Just continuously attacking them. But Toots, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so if you're here, if you have any custom emotes that you want to share, anything that you want to say, anything that's going to be shown on my stream is not going to be part of training for Gen AI. And I also heard that like a lot of it was to improve closed captioning, because like the closed captioning like doesn't understand PogChamp. That's something that you can program into it. Feel it? Yes. Continued use of Twitch constitutes agreement to updated terms of service according to Twitch's official terms of service. If the platform amends the terms and updates the last modified date, your continued use is okay. But when did they update to say that we consented to Gen AI training? At one point, did they put in the terms of service that our content was going to be explicitly used for training for generative AI, and that we consented to that? At what point? I feel like I've gone everywhere in here. Did I miss something? Okay, so there's nothing that way. Oh, do I need to, hold on. Do I need to equip something? Tuesday, say thank you after I burp because of my OF. Nice. No fucking way says, even said they didn't send emails because streamers don't typically... Even if streamers don't typically read emails, it is still common to send the email. Any other time that they've done a terms of service like change, they send an email. That was literally them just trying to hide. Literally just them trying to hide, but yes. Yes, hi, no fucking way. How are you? What am I missing here? There's nothing this way. So we've been in there. This is where the doppelganger is. I can't use Death Idol. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. No fucking right. Well, he said right, LO, hi. Yes, I know. Like, they were trying to hide and it's BS. Giga says, hey, Crystal, hi. Hi, Giga, how are you? I don't understand what to do here. I feel like it told me. I I might have to look it up. Chillin'? Chillin's good. I'm trying not to rage. Hold on. Do I not need to be in the cave? I think I need somewhere else. Errol says greetings. Hello, Errol. I think I need to be somewhere else. Do I need to be over there? Probably need to be over there, don't I? Giga says sometimes you gotta rage. I mean, I'm really upset. Like, not even just for like me. I'm really upset for artists on Twitch who are unaware of like the Gen AI use. Oh, I was in the wrong place the whole time, y'all. Like, this just kind of BS. This is Mysidia, Kingdom of Mages. You've certainly come a long way to be here. And yes, we have been here. So, stock is how many I have, right? I think stock's how many I have. It says, the 2024 reality, implicit consent via existing TOS when might met and confirmed. In 2024, that Twitch was using data for AI prototyping. The platform operated under terms of service versions. Hold on, I'm reading. Bot, shut up. Under terms of service versions, updated as recently as August 2024, that did not explicitly mention AI or machine learning. Legal basis, this consent was derived from standard clauses granting Twitch a royalty-free, sub-licensable, irrevocable right to use content in any media channels now known or later developed or discovered. Okay, media channels. A media channel would be something like them hosting something to like the front page, or would be them clipping part of your content and using it for promotional material. Them taking part of your content and using it at TwitchCon. That would be a media channel. Generative AI is not a media channel. It does not at any point constitute as a media channel. So that is where they are trying to play a loophole because they know they're fucked. So it says no user notification because the TOS already contained the future-proof language. It's not future-proof. It's incorrect and invalid language. Generative AI is not a media channel. A media channel is a place where you put media as a channel to distribute. They're not distributing it. They are scraping it and putting it into a learning model. That's not a media. A learning model is not a media channel. And yes, I know that you're just posting like what they've said. What they've said is bullshit and what their lawyers are trying to get around with. Future-proof language, Twitch did not issue a new update or seek fresh consent in 2024. Users were bound by the existing agreement they had already accepted strategic omission. Legal analysts note that Twitch intentionally avoided adding specific AI clauses in 2024 to prevent drawing attention to the practice, relying instead on the broad interpretation of derivative works and automated means. Yeah. Exactly, that's the whole thing. They knew what they were doing was wrong. They still know what they did was wrong. And they are still trying to justify their actions and deflect. Because why, all of a sudden today, if you gift a sub, do you get 2 months of Audible for free? Is that Amazon saying, I'm sorry, we fucked up? Because that's so weird. That's so weird. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything from there. I'm just saying, they fucked up. They know they fucked up.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. This is water. It's flavored water. Thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, and I'm big mad about it because I mean, I have custom art from Liz. I have custom art from Pepper Jackton. I have custom stuff that I've made on Canva. Like, my own words, the way that I wrote, like, my bio on my channel. Like, there's so much of it. I have my entire PC specs right now in, like, my channel panels. Like, there's so much information that they could have scraped to use. Like, what's next? Gaming PCs are going to be built by AI? Can't wait for that to fry. It's bad enough, like, PC parts are as expensive as they are. Many old books on shelves. As Ultimatum. In ages past, Pandemonium, the palace of the Lord of Hell, emerged into our land. The mages of old wove a spell of fearsome power and banished Pandemonium, averting the crisis. However, the mages feared that the spell was so powerful it could throw the world into chaos. So they constructed a great tower and sealed it within the tome inscribed with the spell. Secrets. Errol can't escape AI. Can't wait for the bubble. So the bubble has already popped. And the problem is that the wealthy elite, the, like, not even the 1%ers, like the, like, 0.5%ers are still floating it. Because what do you mean? Google posted an earnings statement where for the first time in 22 years, they lost money. Google, for the first time in 22 years, lost money. Let that sink in. Felix says the phrase in any media channels now known or later developed or discovered is a standard future-proofing clause in Twitch's terms of service that grants the platform the right to use your content in any current or future technology, including those that did not exist. Okay, I get that. The terminology is still media channel. And generative AI, by definition, is not a media channel. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that is going to be how Twitch argues this. Until the day that they perish. Which probably is not going to be anytime soon, if we're being honest. But, like, they're going to die on that hill, per se. But generative AI is not, by definition, a media channel. And that's where they're wrong. No fucking way. Leave our water alone, too. Right? Look, my water's bad enough. I live in an area where, like, they're constantly, like, getting mad at, like, companies for, like, toxic dumping into our water supply. That's why. And the thing is like, again, back to, like, the, like, ad for, like, a Brita filter. Yeah, I was talking to somebody about Brita filters because they were discussing it, and we were talking about, like, zero water. And I said, oh, yeah, I forgot zero water existed. I don't have a Brita. I have a custom whole home filtration system. I'm on well water, and I have a filter system in my refrigerator. So, like, my water's triple filtered. The water that I drink is triple filtered. Yet I get an ad for a Brita filter. Yet I get an ad for a Brita filter. So crazy. Okay, Ultimate Home Mask. Make of the white mask an offering to the goddess beneath Mysidia. Okay. So I have to get underneath this area. If thou art pure of heart, the doppelganger will cease to move. Oh. Then fit the black mask upon him, and both he and his defiled heart shall fade. Oh, okay, so I have the white mask and the black mask. Deal. Mysidia. Fearing that the tremendous power they wield it might lead the world to destruction, the mages of old founded a settlement in Mysidia and dwelt there in seclusion. Wyverns, a close relative of the dragon. The wyvern is trained to serve as airborne mount to the dragoons, so I should be getting that soon. Felix says, understand, but in the context of Twitch's terms of service, the term media channel is not explicitly defined as a technical term, but is interpreted legally as any medium, platform, or method of distribution used to transmit content to an audience. Okay. So, by that, legally is any medium, platform, or method of distribution to transmit content to an audience. That implies the original content, and yet again, not generative AI. That would essentially mean like giving access, like putting all of our stuff on a server and giving people access to like view it anytime they want. I mean, I stream to YouTube as well. My VODs are available 24/7. If anybody has a question about anything that I've said in a VOD, it's available on YouTube. Watch it. Have fun. Go wild. Go wild. If you think that I've said something and you don't like it, prove it. Pull my VODs. Pull my VODs. They're on YouTube for everybody, for the whole world to see. The whole world. But yeah, but like by definition, like media channel, like that's going to be something where like, first of all, somebody's going to want to sue. It's going to have to be a class action lawsuit. And then it is going to be down to lawyers, and there's a lot of really good lawyers as far as like contract law and marketing, and like, so like media channel is a specific marketing term. It is a defined marketing term. So yes, that's what Twitch is using as like kind of like a scapegoat term, but media channel is a defined marketing term, and so they're going to have issues there if a class action lawsuit comes out of it. Again, somebody's gonna have to file for that. Ain't gonna be me. I ain't got the time, energy, or the money. Ain't gonna be me. But yeah, so like with the terminology being media channel, that is a defined term in marketing and in broadcast entertainment. So that's going to be where they have an issue. Felix says, just tell them, here, hold my dick. Yes, it is a defined, but as legally interpreted as a streamer. Just says, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Look, I would. I am petty enough to start some shit. I'm like, y'all, I'm trying to be a good person. I am a good person. I am a good person. I am a good person. However, I do have the personality type that I am toxic and petty enough that if you start some shit, we gonna keep rolling. We gonna keep rolling. Just says, I got nothing but time. I don't have time, but I will waste it. I'm really good at wasting time. Clearly, we've gotten very far in the game today. I just got to the area we're supposed to actually be at. Felix says, I'm petty enough to get into an argument with an AI chatbot. Look. Also, okay, so like, so I think it's well known, like if you are a streamer on, or if you just use Twitch in general and you have like a support issue, when you first try to do like a chat, like a support chat, it does take you to an AI chatbot. One thing that I noticed, Windows security, why are you scanning my PC in the middle of a stream? I'm going to disable you. It's like, we found no threats in 5 days. Good for you. I don't use you. I have other antivirus and anti-malware, and I honestly anti-everything. And I have a fucking firewall in my house. But like, so I had an issue. We talked about it briefly in the Discord. When it was time for me to schedule my Twitch affiliate anniversary, there was an issue with the actual like web page, like the landing page for stream events. And I notified Twitch support and I opened up a case. 2 days after my case was opened, I emailed them in response and asked for an update. Never got a response. I kind of gave up on it. Like, my affiliate anniversary came and gone. Were you guys told that it was my affiliate anniversary and to wish me happy affiliate anniversary? No, because they suck. But that's on them. Never got an email saying, like, oh, we closed the case. Never got an email saying the issue's been resolved. Nothing. Literally nothing. I'm in my creator dashboard the other day. It says, hey, you should schedule your next stream. Let your community know when you're going to go live. I was like, oh, yeah, I haven't done that yet. Let me go ahead and do that. It won't schedule. It won't save it. So the schedule already exists. There's nothing on my schedule. It won't populate. It doesn't show up. Won't let me save. That's a whole other thing. Then I see the stream events tab is loading again. I'm like, oh, great. I click over to it. Guess what happens? It says, we've manually skipped your anniversary. You mother. So, there's that. That pissed me off. So I go and I pulled the case number out of the email that I got from support. Yeah, feel it, feel it. Oh, I was pissed. I was raging, and I was PMSing at the same time, and I was raging. I was so angry. I was so angry. I digress. So I pulled the case number out of the email that Twitch support sent me after I first opened the case. And I put in the support chat, hey, would like to follow up on this case. It says, that case is not associated with your account. We don't have a case matching that case number associated with your account. Just over and over, it could not find it. Could not find it. My name ain't changed. My account hasn't changed. Because that's tied to a specific string of data. So, there was that. So I finally asked, can I speak to somebody? And they had the audacity, after I've had this case open for 3.5 months, to ask me to please have patience. Bitch, if I ain't been patient enough already. They caught me on a bad day. They caught me on a bad day. I was not having it. I was mad. I was so angry. So, I created... Where's my phone at? And I might do it anyways. I might make a few more edits to it. But we can create our own badges now, and we can have events with badges. So I might have an event with a badge, just to say fuck them. So we might have a Twitch Sag-versary for me missing all of that with you guys. I mean, we still had the, like, anniversary event, but still, I was pissed. Scroll, scroll, scroll. So I made this. Do I risk copyright infringement? Yes. But I think if I modify it just a little bit enough, just a little more, it does qualify for fair use as far as parody, because my community would know what it's about, and it would be my community that has the badge. So, I might have a Twitch Sag-versary, and that might be the badge you guys can earn in it, because I'm petty enough for not being patient enough in 3.5 months. Phil says, so we go on anti-establishment series. So, we don't typically talk about politics on stream, and I don't want to get into it, but I am not red, nor am I blue. I am independent, and I typically fall more in the libertarian side. So, yeah, I am, by definition, a little anti-establishment in general. I think, because quite honestly, at the end of the day, I think people should just be able to, like, live their lives in peace. Quite honestly. And don't take my fucking money from me. Felix says, I've skipped my last 6 anniversaries. Felix says, oh, I was making a joke about the anti-everything set up at your house and PC. Yeah. Anti-everything. Like, look, I have a firewall. I have a firewall and a managed switch, and I've got, like, wireless APs, and my house is fully wired. But that's because my husband's a network engineer. And I'm allowed to be, like, weird like that. You know what I need to do? Okay, so I had a pie hole at one point. I need to put the pie hole back up. And if you don't know what a pie hole is, you need to find out what a pie hole is, and I'm not going to explain that to you right now. Because that's a little above my pay grade. I know what it is, I know what it does, and I know how to plug it in. That's all I need to know. So the island of Deist was the ancestral home of the wyverns. A knight named Han visited the island, and over a period of 30 years, he cultivated a bond with the wyverns. Han later became the first dragon. Oh, there's no terms to learn. Okay, I don't think I need to learn anything else from there. Okay, so I need to find out how to get underneath the town. Underneath the town. I'll turn encounters back on. How did I walk out when I walked in? That don't make no damn sense. Oh, never mind, because they put me back over here. How does one get under the town? Oh, just kidding, I found it. Shit. Felix says, I don't know if it's my laptop modem router or external causing issues. So there is testing you can do. There is testing you can do. As far as your laptop, are you using Wi-Fi or are you been doing the, I don't know what that is. The monitor? So Open Hardware Monitor was also blocked on my PC for a while because it got flagged as malware in some systems. Thanks for your daily tater tots. To test hops. Yeah, so it depends. Like, so first you need to isolate, like, if you want, I would isolate it, like, the first level, which would be your laptop. If it's your network card, you should, in most cases, have the same issue with, like, hardwired issues to your internet as you would with, like, Wi-Fi. With the exception is sometimes, in rare cases, well, actually, it's actually really fucking common. Sometimes your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth driver gets corrupted, and you just have to reinstall it. So, in very common cases, it's rare to actually be your network card, but in very common cases, a driver for like the wireless for your network card can actually get fucked up. I can't tell you the number of times that I've gone to do like my Bluetooth and like Wi-Fi like driver update, and all of a sudden my headphones won't connect. That's why my PC is hardlined in. Also because it's better, but the statue beams with a beatific smile. Key items. We want to give it the white mask. Place the white mask on a statue. Okay. Now we can go back to the cave. Shit. No, thanks for eating your tater tots. But now we can go back to the cave and put the black mask on the doppelganger. Hi, Divine Sonic. How are you? We actually got some progress in game today, even though I've been like ranting about the AI BS. Yeah. So you wanna know who else pissed me off this week? YouTube. Ask me how. Oh, I should have rested. I should go back and go rest. Did your head still a little sore, but I'm checking in. How are we? Are you... Ginger, I'm concerned about how long you've had this migraine. Have you been to a medical provider yet? How is your blood pressure? Because I do believe we are getting close to the time where you might need medical intervention. It's been fading every day, so I think it'll hopefully... If it's not gone by tomorrow, I am going to recommend that you go somewhere where they can give you a saline bag. I'm not gonna say ER because ERs are fucking expensive. But if your migraine doesn't like subside by tomorrow, you're gonna need something a little stronger. I know I said the same thing as take one to the doctor. I know, but take it from somebody who frequently ends up in the ER for her migraines. That's me. Hi, I'm the problem. At that point, what they do is they give you a saline bag with Toradol, Zofran, and Benadryl. My biggest recommendation that you could do at home, if you have 800 milligrams of ibuprofen and antihistamine like a Benadryl, and you have some anti-nausea, go ahead and take all of that and like chug like 16 ounces of water with it. Because I really need your head to feel better. And I am also pro, don't go to the doctor. But yeah. Because trust me, my migraine this year cost me $2 grand. Because the hospital that I went to is covered in insurance. But we found out that our insurance plan has a prescription deductible, and so your prescriptions also apply. So any medication that you're prescribed and administered goes towards your deductible until you meet your deductible, and then you have co-insurance for it. Love that for us. That was so much fun. So yeah, that year our bill cost me $2 grand, and I am still paying on it. So much fun. And yeah, so we've met our deductible for the year. Unfortunately. Ginger, what I started doing was taking 1 cold and flu pill with 1 ibuprofen in the morning, afternoon, and then a night. Time 1 before bed, it's helped a lot. So the cold and flu pill will have a decongestant in it, but it won't have an antihistamine. And that's what the Benadryl's for. You could also take a Zyrtec if you want something a little less drowsy. Zyrtec still does make some people drowsy, but it is considered a non-drowsy antihistamine. I think Zylol is one that is the most effective, least drowsy as far as antihistamines. But yeah, it really, you need an antihistamine too. Or you could do like me and you can have prescription antihistamines that are like Benadryl's big sister. They're fun. Or take your vertigo medicine, which, because your vertigo medicine is also an antihistamine. Ginger, well, I started that because I had a little bit of a sore throat and had a larger pain reliever. That's fair. That's fair. You also have to be careful whenever, like, mixing. So, typically, cold and flu would have acetaminophen in it, and you don't necessarily want to take acetaminophen at the same time as an ibuprofen. You would want to take your acetaminophen 6 hours prior, take your ibuprofen, wait 8 hours for your ibuprofen, and then you can take another acetaminophen. And that would last you for 6 hours. Like, there's a whole, like, breakdown process and, like, waiting period. And the sore throat could have been from a histamine reaction versus needing a decongestant. You don't know. But the decongestant probably did work to, like, open up, like, to, like, reduce, like, blood flow in the area. And help open up nasal passages for, like, better drainage. Ginger says, I actually tested it out yesterday, spreading it out. Yeah, that's just specifically because you shouldn't take them together. Ginger, thank you for the heart me. That's what's considered, like, safe use of NSAIDs. They shouldn't be taken... You shouldn't take more than one at the same time. They need to be split up, like, over different periods of time. Thank you for the popular vote. But yeah, I'm prescribed also 800 milligram, like, giant horse pill ibuprofens. Over the counter, they typically only, like, have, I think, 200 milligrams in a single pill, so you could take up to 4. No, not this way, this way. Ginger said, I mostly did it because my face was vibrating when I did it. Yeah, because you're not, yeah. There's really weird side effects if you, the doppelganger's motionless. The purity of Magritt's heart is stifling the defiled heart of the creature. Key items, black mask. You can get some, like, really weird, like, drug interactions if you mix NSAIDs. Place the black mask on the doppelganger. Ginger's like, I'm gonna get my shout out everywhere, as you should. I'll turn encounters back on. Okay. We have encounters back on. And I'm struggling to navigate the maze. But we also have MP now. Ginger, I've been told those two shouldn't matter as long as I'm not maxing out the dose. Kind of, but the dosing is weird. So, like, the max acetaminophen that you should take at any given time think for your body weight is about, I don't remember if it's 500 or 1,000 because they come in 250 milligrams. And I don't want to tell you the wrong amount. But obviously, like, check your bottles, it'll tell you. But yeah, so pretty much you would have to take like half of an acetaminophen max dose and like half of an ibuprofen max dose. But even just because you shouldn't have a reaction doesn't mean you won't have a reaction. Ginger says, but I do caution about mixing drugs. Yeah. I also remember there was a time whenever 5-HTP as a supplement became really, really popular in certain communities, and a lot of people were already on SSRIs and started taking 5-HTP, and it started having issues, and I'm like, yeah, duh. You can't take those together. Because an SSRI opens up your serotonin like receptors, and 5-HTP causes you to produce more serotonin, which ends up causing serotonin toxicity, where you just have too much and it's not good for you. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be going, but we're going. We'll figure it out in a minute. I might have just skipped a whole floor. That is something where, like, I kind of wish these mazes were, like, a little bit more linear. That's something that, like, I really enjoy about Final Fantasy X is, like, how linear the traversal is in some cases. Because now I feel like, should I feel bad because, like, I've missed stuff? Or should I be happy that I just, like, skipped forward? Yeah, thank y'all for liking the live. But yeah, like, I kind of just, like, wish, like, these were a little bit more linear. But that's my own personal preference. That's not an issue with the game itself. That is my own personal preference of how I like games to be played. Sup, nerds? Hi, Yurikai. Hi, how are you? I've been ranting today. Oh, I didn't even get to tell you guys. Okay, so, yeah. So besides the Gen AI thing on Twitch, like, pissing me off, YouTube also pissed me off this week. Hi, Balinor. YouTube pissed me off because, and, like, realistically, it's not even, like, a big piss off. It's just, like, it kind of sucks. If you have not made partner on YouTube, which is 500 subscribers and 3,000 like watch hours on like your videos, or hold on, what is it on? There's like a separate thing for like, hold on, shorts. Let me go to my creator dashboard over there. View channel. Oh God, I have 5 notifications over there. It's probably haters. Oh, actually it's not. Oh my God, 4 people liked my short. Holy shit. Let's see. Over here. YouTube, Creator Studio. Dashboard. No, earn. So, to make partner on YouTube, you have to have 500 subscribers, which, like, that's just, like, what a follower is on, like, Twitch or, like, literally anywhere else. You have to have 3 video uploads and one of the following, which is either 3,000 watch hours on your videos or 3 million views on your shorts. 3 million qualified views on your shorts. So someone can't just like sit there and like watch your short over and over again. Like they actually like qualify the views. If you don't hit that by February 1st, so like 3 days before my birthday, they double those requirements. You now have to have 1,000 subscribers, 6,000 watch hours, and or 6 million views. Love that. So crazy. So crazy. So yeah. How freaking dare, right, Ginger? How freaking dare? Like, that's a lot. That's asking a lot. Like, your girl struggles to make content as it is. Let's be real. Like, my content is not good content. It's lazy content. And it's gotten me where we are today. And I need to do better content. But I'm tired. I'm a mom. I lack time. But like that's not even like a real excuse because like there's so many people who are also moms. Look, fucking L.Mo. I shouldn't have said some fucking before her name because I absolutely adore her. But L.Mo is a full-time mom of like 3 kids, like working mom, full-time working mom. She works a full-time job and has 3 kids and makes fantastic content. She's got a great like schedule that she set up. Like, dude, she blows my mind. She blows my mind. Here it says that makes about as much sense as some of the things we learned about our systems at work today. Oh, it's an uphill battle with quicksand at the bottom. Yeah, it's an uphill battle and you're already halfway deep in quicksand. Hi, Chris. Hi, how are you? Chris, I think I need to like, let me fix that real quick. Goth Chris Emo 40. Let me make sure that your walk-on actually runs entrance. Oh, there it is. Small things. There it is. I did fix it. Ha! I don't know where I came from. I came from that way. Yuki did, thank you! I tried. I tried. I did. I was feeling kind of like not great earlier. Like, let's be honest, I was in a whole ass mood early. I probably still am in a little bit of a mood. But whenever Potato went down for a nap, I was like, I need to take a shower, and it needs to be an everything shower, and I just need to like start feeling better about myself. So I did. I took an everything shower, and I even like added color back into my hair to like freshen up my color. And I like did all of that, and like I blow dried my hair today. Then I did my makeup. I mean, I still like wore something comfy because it's comfy. Oh, and I did my nails today. I did my nails. So, because I was in a mood. I needed to be in a better mood. I'm in a mostly better mood. How is you and family? Family is good. Hubs is working a lot. It's super stressful. Potato is good. She doesn't go back. So she doesn't go back to school till right before. No, the day after Labor Day. So I've got about like, what, 3.5 more weeks? Something like that. 4 weeks? Something like that. Something like that. Not soon enough. Not soon enough that I have time to myself. But I know I'm gonna like miss her when she's like in school. School where I'm at the 31st. Yeah, so she's since she's not in like actual like public school because she's so young. That's different. She goes to a private school and they're a little bit delayed behind the school system. I think so. Elle is already back at work. I'm just trying to brute force through this like area. Just kidding, I might not be able to. Oh, yeah, I can. So Elle's already back at school and like setting up her classroom and everything. And I think the kids go back in 13 days? That sounds right. I don't know. I could be wrong. But also, 2 counties over where my cousin lives, they've already gone back to school. They went back to school last week. I don't understand. Schools don't make sense to me anymore. Everything seems to be so organized and like nearly everything was the same. Now it doesn't. Y'all, part of the thing that I'm having made, the prop that I'm having made for a potential cosplay, the first part of it's done. It looks so good. Okay. I'm going to show you one piece. And if you can figure out what it's going to eventually be, I'll gift you a sub to any channel you want. But that's the first piece of the prop that I'm having made. That's all you get. Ginger, back in my day, went to school at the end of August. Yeah, so they'll start at the end of August here. Yeah. And like my cousin's not in like year-round school. So. But yeah, like whenever they introduce like year-round schools, that fucks me up. But also like I've heard Some parents really love it. And I'm not opposed to it. Chris says when was in school was not happy. When I was in school, I was not happy. Wait, what? Chris, I might be reading that wrong. I might be reading that so wrong. I think you were trying to ask me why, like, when she's not in school, why am I not happy? And it's not that I'm not happy. It's that it's really hard. Don't get me wrong, like, I love her to death. Like, we have some, like, really great moments sometimes. When I was on my summer vacation, I was not happy to, oh, yeah. Dude, Potato's asking every day, like, when she can go back to school, and I'm like, soon, hopefully. Hopefully. Like, she wants to go back so bad. There's monsters. Okay, well, we're in an ad break, too, so we'll do these monsters, and then we'll probably finish up. But she wants to go, yeah, I know, Chris. Tired. I didn't take a nap. Maybe I should go to bed early. That's funny. Me go to bed early. That's real funny. Things I say I'm going to do and never end up doing and go to bed early. Chest contained ogre killer. Okay, so we're gonna quick save. Welcome back from ads. Okay, Chris. So Potato wants to go back to school. She wants to go back so bad. She asks me every day about going back. We've talked about like who her teachers are going to be this year. We've talked about the kids who are going to be in her class this year. She has orientation the week before she goes back to school. She wants to go back so bad. And I would love for her to have that engagement. I am trying my hardest to give her the same level of engagement that we had before, and it's not always easy. It is not always easy. Good night, Yurikai. I'm back from ads. Welcome back, Chris. But yeah, Potato wants to go back to school. I want her to have that level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Interaction that she needs, because she really needs to like interact with like other kids her age and feel comfortable and have that engagement and everything, and I can't always like supply that to her. It's really hard to balance the house. Like, I got like one load of laundry done today. One. That's it. And like that was a struggle. Like, I didn't even get that started until like 1 o'clock. We spent like the first 3 hours of our day in pajamas because every time I turned around, like, she needed something. I barely got my teeth brushed before 10 a.m. It was, some days are just really hard because she's like so needy for interaction. And I'm also needing to take care of myself and get things done and take care of the house. And it's finding that balance. And like sometimes she doesn't give me the opportunity to have balance. So some days are just like really hard. Some days are honestly just really hard. And it's been a lot harder with like the way that my husband's been working, with him working so much. She has noticed a change, and like realistically, like she's used to like playing with him in the evenings when he gets off work, and she's used to having him here on the weekends and us like going and like doing stuff, and she hasn't had that lately, and I think that's been hard on her as well. So there's that. Let me find somebody to raid to. Liz, are you still here? Ginger's here. Well, Ginger... No, I know you're still there. I wanted to know specifically if Liz was still here. Because I don't know if Schmegs has raids disabled. Oh, I missed that part. No, you're fine. I don't know if Schmegs has raids disabled again, because when she streams at night, sometimes she doesn't want to be perceived and she'll like disable her raids, and then I can't raid her, and I want to raid her. I'm kind of falling asleep now that I've been basically feeling better. My body has been tired. Then go to sleep. Get some rest. I don't know what's going on out there, but it's not great. Let's go see Hermie. So, y'all don't know Hermie. Her Majesty the Menace is somebody that I know through Liz's community. Since Liz isn't responding, I'm assuming she may not be here. Or I'm lagging. Or she's pissed off at not having internet in Switch Mobile. But Hermie's doing a cozy Minecraft or a cozy Cyberpunk. She's not entirely sure what she wants to do. But I would like to go show Hermie some love because I know that I've never shown her any love. And I don't think I've ever chatted in her channel. I may have only like lurked in her channel and chatted with her in Liz's channel. So, I mean, there's that. But I want to go show Hermie some love. She is so fun and is so sweet. And if she's friends with me and Liz, then I feel like y'all will have a good time. So there's that. But TikTok, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the likes, all the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Tomorrow, again, probably during the daytime stream because my schedule's a little crazy. So probably not going to be normal time. Might be mid-morning, midday. I don't know. We'll see you then. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I love y'all. Take care. Take care. Bye. Oh my God. TikTok literally said, please stay live. All your viewers genuinely enjoy you. What? What a weird beggy thing to do.